So for a short time our city had a drag strip set up at the old airport. I was even able to help set this up for a college project and be involved in getting the timing system and the track prep and everything, and the jersey barriers there behind, you can see where the people stand and stuff. But anyway, it was a really fun event to go to. Unfortunately the city shut it down and they tore out the paved area for the burnouts, everything that people had donated and put in. But anyway, when we had the races, we'd go up there. I raced the Bullet a lot. It was really fun to get together with friends and other car people in the area. I didn't even know there were so many people involved in the area in cars. Here's a picture of a few of the Terminator Cobras lined up. You can see Danny Johnson there in the middle, and a couple other Cobras that belonged to my friends at the time. But anyway, we'd go to these events, and they had probably 4 of them before they got shut down. Here's a cool picture of the Bullet going down with the drag radials on the back. But anyway, one day we got there and to one of these events, and there was a silver Terminator Cobra. And at first glance it looked just like a normal Cobra. It was pretty cool to see it there. The kid actually traveled a few hours away to get to this event because it was warmer down in southern Utah where we were. But we got talking to the kid, and he told me that it only had 15,000 miles on it, and it was highly modified. So we opened up the hood and looked under, and man, it had a polished Whipple supercharger. At first glance you're thinking, wow, this is a Whipple Cobra, but it went well beyond that. It had actually upgraded pistons, crawler cams, it had cooling mods, dual core heat exchanger, it had axles, it had IRS bushings, it had brake kit, suspension. This car was completely done up, and it was very powerful, put down over 600 at the wheels. And he told us that he had just picked it up from Texas. He went all the way down to Texas to get it. And so it turns out the car actually belonged to RPM, which is some performance shop down there, and it was their test car. So if you go to their website, you can see pictures of this actual car as their test mule. And it shows really nice pictures of the engine bay and everything when they built the car, and it has the whole modification list. And this car had tons and tons of money put into it. So we thought that was pretty cool. So anyway, he went to race it, and he made a couple passes with it, and he was spinning pretty bad. He had drag radials on it, which the drag radials are kind of a hard thing for the Cobras because if you launch too hard on them, you can get some wheel hop and you can break an axle pretty easy. And so he made a few passes, and then on this next pass you'll see what happened. So as soon as it happened, I knew immediately that he had broken an axle. When you start wheel hopping, you just got to get out of it real quick. But anyway, the cool thing was you had a lot of friends there. You had people to help push the car. You can see this is actually taken from my Cobra. We drove down the track to see if there's something we can do to help. And so the car sat with a broken axle for a little while, and he had that truck behind him there that he towed the car on, but he still couldn't really drive it onto the trailer or anything. And so he asked if anybody had a Terminator axle, and actually Danny Johnson had one. He had one from his videos of how to take apart an IRS and take the half shafts out. This is a screenshot of his channel and a video of how to do it, and so it's cool because he's using this car and this experience as part of the video. But anyway, he had the car for a little while. I saw it go for sale, and someone else bought it, and I believe if it's the same car, they ended up losing a piston in it at the racetrack, and the car's being rebuilt now, of course. But anyway, cool Cobra, cool experience, fun to go to the drag strip and see the car, fun to meet new people, fun to work on the cars together. But anyway, I'll link this video in the comments below. Make sure to follow Danny Johnson if you aren't already. He has great videos on these cars, how to fix them, repair them, upgrade them. Anyway, thanks for watching.